Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Local to Global. In 2004 we are still in our normal place of Los Angeles, California, and for once we're slightly prepared. We have actually pre-booked the entire 1 hour show. This is CPW one night only. We have backstage incidents as we always do in CPW. We are supposed to be getting around 147 fans. So let's go check out these incidents, see what these ne'er-do-wells have been up to. Melina Perez has gotten a lot of heat with the rest of the locker room due to her recent attitude, and there are signs that it could turn into a very bad situation if not handled soon. As her employer, you have to deal with it. I mean, an attitude problem isn't worth a fine. It's probably only worth a slap on the wrist, really. It didn't go well. Shannon Ballard was antagonising Bobby Eaton so much that a fight broke out and they had to be pulled apart. Fine. This is really not going well. This is going extremely badly. Rain and Annie social. Fight broke out. Stern warning. Fucking every single one of these has got awful. Yay! A positive note. God, that was a rough backstage incident. So, we don't even have to do our usual cuts this time, because we have pre-booked stuff. So, pre-booking, we're going to open with the Marshall Knox JTG match. We're then going to follow it up with the triple threat women's match between Cheerleader Melissa, Rain and Daisy Hayes, which will pretty much finish off the storyline between the three of them. We then have Kenny King's Open Challenge segment. And we have Kenny King taking on Shannon Ballard. So, the only things we don't have are announcers, but we're not on TV or YouTube or anything, so it doesn't actually matter. Make sure we have the right road agents and all that kind of jazz. And this, overall, should be a pretty quick little show. So, we're going to start the show with a match between JTG and Marshall Knox. In about that subpar wrestling and little heat, JTG defeated Marshall Knox in 15:30 with a mugshot. Marshall Knox got a 21, JTG had a 17. There was a lack of psychology because the bout dragged in the middle, with lack of flow being noticeable. Although it got the show off to a strong start, and it got the crowd hotter. JTG is someone I really want to push in this save. I really want to get JTG up there. I think I can with time. Marshall Knox and his brother Mike Knox are both really good bases for the mid-card, I think. They'll be always getting wins over the lower guys, but probably kind of be gate holders until we get a full tag division going. But that is not until we can expand the roster, so it'll be a while off. But they're very good. They're good to have right now just to help in matches. The triple threat women's match does quite well. In a decent match, Rain defeated Cheerleader Melissa and Daisy Hayes in 14:58 when Rain pinned Daisy Hayes with an assist Rain. Melissa had an in-ring performance of 24, Rain 21, Hayes 27. So the end of the match is kind of like everyone's getting the stuff in towards the end of the triple threat. Melissa hits Daisy Hayes with Daisy Hayes hits Melissa with I can't remember what Daisy Hayes' finisher is. She hits her with that anyway, and then as she's about to go pin, Rain comes from behind, assist Rain, 1, 2, 3, and she has now got the bragging rights over the other two. So this entire storyline was about who's the best in the division, and Rain looks to have staked a claim right there. The next segment is Kenny King's Open Challenge for his CPW World title. Ever since taking over, Kenny King has been the sleazeball, he's been running away, he's been cheating to win. So he's doing an open challenge to try and put his critics to bed, and he takes on Shannon Ballard. In a decent match, Kenny King defeated Shannon Ballard in 1958 with a coronation. Kenny King makes defense number 3 of his CPW World title. Kenny King got a 29, Shannon Ballard 35. It's a pretty good match. Kenny King is getting much better. He's now up to the high 20s. Hopefully he's going to be low 30s next time out. This match would have been better if Shannon Ballard actually wasn't upset about the backstage incident from earlier. But overall, that's a pretty good show, and it got us a 28, and that increased our popularity. So we're going to thank... Oh, we need to thank both. We need to thank Shannon Ballard, definitely. Who else got really upset at the start of the show? I don't know. I can't remember who was upset and who wasn't. We'll give Daisy Hayes credit, she carried the other match, and we'll... JTG? Yeah, this looks fine. Is Bobby Eaton actually here? Can we speak to Bobby Eaton? Yeah. Bobby Eaton is unhappy because of his last gimmick. So, we should probably give him some compliments. Tell him he looks pretty and all that lot. So, Antisocial has big morale issues. I'm going to have to get rid of Antisocial, bring in another women's wrestler. Bobby Eaton's fine though. I need to give Cheerleader and Melissa props next time. And we went up. We're up to 15 now. So, that's pretty good. And we'll see you again in the future. Bye. And welcome back. So, we are at CPW Bring 'Em Out 3. We are in LA, California. Surprise, surprise. We are yet again on it today with pre-booked segments for our 1 hour show. Wait. I thought we had no backstage incidents. We have an absent worker. Sarah Del Rey, one of our new signings, can't work tonight. That's kind of annoying. I need to go check when people can work again then. We are up to 15. We are expecting 160 people. So we are constantly gaining fans. And let's go see what everyone's doing. Raina's gotten a lot of heat with the rest of the locker room due to her recent attitude. And there are signs that it could turn into a very bad situation if not handled soon. Blah blah blah. Stern warning. Small negative impact. Brilliant. Melina Perez and Daisy Hayes almost got into a fight. Stern warning. Oh my god. That went well for once. And Shirley and Melissa is doing Wrestler's Court. That was much better than last time. So, let us get into this. So, pre-book. We're going to open with our latest signing. Eddie Edwards versus The Miz. The Miz then cuts a promo on being the biggest star in CPW. We then have Los Luchas versus the Outlaws. And our main event is Kenny King taking on Shannon Ballard's brother, Shane Ballard, who's trying to restore his brother's honor. We have no announcers, but we don't need any because we don't have any broadcasting deals. So let's get into this show. The decent match, The Miz defeated Eddie Edwards in 15-28 with using underhanded tactics. So The Miz debuted his reality TV star gimmick and it has got an initial rating of great. Losses do not damage popularity as much as usual, not suitable to be used as a babyface. Perfect. So this is the match, the classic match of Eddie Edwards is like... If you just look at him in this picture, he's the very underground, alternative, like, he's probably an indie darling, just the opposite of what The Miz is. The Miz is a reality TV star, brash, loud, annoying, in your face. And Eddie Edwards is very much the keeps to himself, alternative, very technically sound wrestler. So it's a very good way to debut The Miz, I think. And he also cheats to win, so he does like a roll up into feet on the ropes kind of thing, or like a low blow into a roll up. He's very much getting under the skin of the fans. He is as detestable as he can be. It got the crowd off to a good match. The only issue was Eddie Edwards and The Miz didn't seem to click, but it's a good way to introduce The Miz. The Miz then gets the microphone and says he is the biggest star, the #1 star, in CPW. He's the only one who's ever been seen on camera here. The rest would break cameras. He's the one that has the following. He's a Scream star, and as soon as he gets his name out there, he'll be leaving this dump that is California Pro Wrestling. Again, heel promo, hates on everyone else on the roster, says he's the biggest star there, insults all the fans, that kind of heel. He's very much a weasel. It did well though as a 37. And then we're moving on to About That Decent Wrestling, but didn't have much heat. The Los Luchas defeated the Outlaws in 12:01 when Phoenix Star pinned Marshall Knox with a quick roll-up. Phoenix Star and Zachary got 32 and 26. The Knoxes got 25-24. Zachary's gimmick was awful. Oh god. Penalised for all this stuff. But he gets quite a lot of stuff. Extremely marketable. Losses don't damage pop. Gives a small boost to psychology. That's really good. He just needs to get his gimmick rating up, and that will be just with exposure, really. Zachary and Phoenix Star had great chemistry when teaming together, and we started our first story between two tag teams, Los Luchas and Outlaws. The story is very much that the Outlaws are very manly men, very out there. Los Luchas, much smaller, athletic, and they got the quick roll up here, so that's just the start of this little tag team feud between these two. And then in our main event we have Kenny King and Shane Ballard. Shane Ballard obviously trying to get redemption for Shannon Ballard, his brother, losing in the main event last show. So Shane stepped up to the plate for this one, and he got a 30. A decent match. Kenny King defeated Shane Ballard in 16:56 with a royal flush. Kenny King makes defense number 4 of his CPW World title. I was hoping King would do better this time, since he gained free popularity from beating Shannon Ballard last show. I was hoping he'd be in the low 30s. We're gonna have to keep watching Kenny King. I really want to do this Kenny King push, but he needs to improve because he's definitely not the best worker on our roster at the minute. But a 30 is still solid, and we finish with a 30 overall. So we've increased our popularity yet again. We're going to go to Bobby Eaton. We're going to Zachary because he's not going to be happy with his gimmick. And who else? Eddie Edwards for doing well. So as per usual, we're going to go look at the end of. We're going to look at our size. And we're still at 15, so we're hoping next one ticks us over to a 17-ish around there. We're going to be making a lot of money this month. We're up to $2,000 now. We've got a few days left in the month to gain some more sponsorship money. And yeah, that's where we're up to. And we'll keep on chugging along and see you in the future.